I was going to try to do that again, but they've just fallen all around me, so we're not going to do that again. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing a massive book unhaul. I have 25 books, I think 25 plus books around me that I have decided I'm going to be getting rid of. Also, for anyone who's wondering, I'm going to be getting rid of them either to National Trusts or the National Trust near me, and I think quite a few others. I've been told that National Trusts that have this as well have second-hand bookshops, so I'm going to be giving them to either one of those National Trust shop, to the National Trust shop near me, or I'm going to be trying to get rid of them on like WeBuyAnyBook.com, or is it Zifit, one of those types of places, or some of them I'm going to be giving to my friend or my family members who I feel would enjoy these books more than I have. Okay, so the first books I'm going to be getting rid of are Love and Luck and Love and Olives. I really enjoyed the first book in this series, Love and Gelato, where the female main character goes to, I think it's Florence in Italy, but it's definitely somewhere in Italy, and she falls in love, and it's such a sweet story that I was hoping these two would be similar, but I just didn't connect to the characters in either of these as much as I connected to the character in the first book called, I think she was Lena. There's a movie on Netflix for that one, but I really enjoyed it because I think I read it less than a year after I'd gone to Italy, and I went to Florence in Italy, and ever since then I've wanted to go back to Italy at some point, specifically Florence, because I thought I'd enjoy it more now that I've read that book. I also want to go back to Florence at some point and be reading that book when I'm in Florence, to go to all the different sites that they go and see and read the book as I'm there. But I didn't connect to the characters in these two, and I feel like I'm never going to reread either of these, but I definitely reread Love and Gelato at some point, so I'm going to be getting rid of these two. And then Love and Luck is about Addie, who goes to Ireland for her aunt's wedding, I think, and I sort of enjoyed it. I sort of enjoyed the romance in this one, but I didn't connect to the characters as much, so I'm getting rid of that one because, again, I don't think I'll ever reread it. This one is a lot longer, and it's about Liv, who goes to Greece to meet her dad, and there's a lot about like a little bit about like Greek mythology, I think. I sort of zoned out at that point. The next series I'm going to be getting rid of is the Kissing Booth series. I've got the Kissing Booth 1, Kissing Booth 2, Kissing Booth 3, and the Road Trip, which was a World Book Day book, and my puppy Chloe got to it while I was reading it. So there's teeth marks in it, but this one was only £1. Brand new. I enjoyed reading the first book and sort of the second book, but about towards the end of the second book, the third book, and then this book as well, sort of didn't enjoy it as much. I did enjoy reading the first one, and I'm glad I read the first one. I don't ever see myself even rereading the first book, which is the book that I enjoyed the most in this series. They have the Netflix movie. Next book I'm getting rid of is a faux love story. This one just felt like too long. I felt like it needed like 100 pages less in it. Dragged on for a while. Also, it took me ages to read it, which isn't always a bad sign in a book. That's why I'm getting rid of that one. It was alright. Didn't enjoy it that much. I feel like maybe if I reread it at a different point in time, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more, but not like that much more that I want to like reread it to see if I did enjoy it. The next set of books I'm getting rid of is Nothing More and Nothing Less, which is Landon's story after series. I really enjoyed the after series, but I didn't enjoy these ones. I liked Landon. I love Landon as a side character, but I really didn't enjoy the spin-off series he got. It felt a bit slow. There wasn't much to him as a person. Didn't really like being in his point of view. I did like seeing Hardin and Tessa in this. It was really nice to see them again. Sort of similar with this next one, it's the after graphic novel. I did enjoy reading this. I spent like £15 on this. But again, it felt like a money-making thing. Didn't enjoy it that much. I mean, I like the images in there, but I'm like, we have a movie. Yes, this is the Immortals series 1 to 4. They came in a box set. I'm not a fantasy girly, if I'm completely honest with you. I wish I was, but this was the first ever fantasy I read, and I've not read any more since. I got to a point in this series where I enjoyed it. I think it was the second book I enjoyed the most, or maybe the third book. But I got to a point in this series where I was enjoying like the atmosphere. There was just a lot going on. I don't know. I struggled with it when I was reading it. I guess I enjoyed the character, but it felt like a bit of a drag to read it. I feel a bit bad because the person who gave it to me said her daughter really enjoyed them when she was my age when she gave them to me, and I think I picked the first book up a couple of times but couldn't get into it. I don't know, but I feel like I'm a bit past the age of being able to enjoy these and read these. I feel like there's another child out there who will enjoy this series a lot more than I did, and I ever will. The next two I'm getting rid of. I enjoyed the first two in this series. The second two, they don't match with the first two books that I have, which will wind me up having them on my bookcase. But also I didn't enjoy these two as much as I enjoyed the first two. Love the first two. Will reread the first two. I think I will. But I'm not going to reread these second two. And it's Just Friends in Vegas and Just Friends for Now. These are the first two books. I really enjoyed these ones, so I recommend these to read. I didn't like the last from the series. I liked going to see it wrapped up, but I don't enjoy them enough to think I'm going to reread them. Also, these size-wise and colour-wise are completely different to those two, and I don't like that, so I'm just going to be getting rid of these two. These are a little bit, I think, controversial because some of them quite a few people like and are quite popular. The next one I'm going to be getting rid of is I'll Be Gone in the Dark. It's about the Golden State Killer, and I did enjoy this, but it's a bit dark, obviously, because it's about true crime. I don't think I'll ever reread it. I think my aunt's gonna like to read it, so I'm just gonna give it to her. Next book I'm getting rid of is Love at First Like. I read this ages ago, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I did enjoy this while I was reading it, but yeah, never gonna reread it. It's about a girl who works in a jewellery shop, and I read it right when I started working at a jewellery shop. The next book I'm going to be getting rid of is The Hating Game. I didn't like the movie for it. I didn't like the book for it. I'm not an enemies to lovers girl. I much prefer my friends to lovers than enemies to lovers, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. Same for not really liking enemies to lovers. I'm getting rid of The Spanish Love Deception and The American Roommate Experiment. I read The Spanish Love Deception when I was in Alicante, and I thought it was quite fun because I was in Spain, but yeah, it's enemies to lovers. I don't like enemies to lovers that much. The American Roommate Experiment, I went when I went to Benidorm, which is very close to Alicante, like, and I bought it when I was in Benidorm because I didn't have any books to read, and this was the only one that sounded interesting that they had that was English in this Spanish bookshop. It was more friends to lovers, so I did like it for that, but yeah, I'm just never going to reread it. And I'm going to be getting rid of The Flat Share and The Switch, that are both by Beth O'Leary. Again, similar to those last few books, I didn't enjoy them as much. I enjoyed them while I was reading it, but not enough to like want to keep them. My mum even read this book. I gave it to my mum to read, and she sort of enjoyed it. But after looking back at it, I've read so many more better books that I can give to her and lend to her than this one. So I'm getting rid of these two. I'm getting rid of Punk 57. I know this is a lot of people's favourite books. It's my best friend's favourite book, and I'm getting rid of it. She's going to be mad at me when she sees this video. I enjoyed it while I was reading it. Ish. I'm not going to give up on Penelope Douglas. I'll read more of her books, but this wasn't a good start. It didn't feel like a good start. It was hyped up to be more than it is, I feel, personally. Okay, The Love Hypothesis. Again, I enjoyed it while I was reading it. No strong feelings about it. Didn't like or dislike about it. Sort of in the middle. And I don't think I'm going to read any more of her books, because I've heard they're all like this. I know that people say that the other books are better, but they are all STEM romances. So it doesn't feel like something that I want to reread the same plot of like 3 or 4 times. I have Icebreaker. Again, this is popular. I enjoyed it while I was reading it, but I did skim read the last bit. and I didn't enjoy it that much. If it was Friends to Lovers, it would be like top tier, but it's not going to be Friends to Lovers, so I don't like it very much. And those are the books I'm getting rid of, which is good timing because my camera battery is flashing at me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. I have a whole bunch of other books on my shelf that I was in between getting rid of, so I might have to do something similar to this. I'm trying fast because my camera's about to run out of battery, so thank you for watching this. Bye!